Hey everybody, how are you? This is Cassie Moore and I'm coming to you again. Just saying happy June, happy Pride Month, happy Juneteenth. There's so many things to celebrate in the month of June, but I want to talk to you a little bit about Pride because today, June 1st, that's when it starts. That's when it's celebrated. That's not when it starts. I mean, you don't need a month. You don't need a specific day to celebrate who you are and who you love. And so there are a couple of books that, of course, I wanted to share. This is Born Ready, the true story of a boy named Penelope. And I absolutely love this book. I received this book as a gift a couple of years ago. And it's just a beautiful picture book. I'm just going to read you like the first page because, I don't like to share books I don't have permission to share. But it says, I'm no ordinary kid. I'm a ninja. Ninjas are strong. Ninjas are smart. Ninjas always win the fight. Usually ninjas have ninja names, but my parents named me after my grandmother Penelope, and that makes things hard. Penelope, you're so cute. Penelope, you look like your sister. No one understands. Big brother acts like he knows everything. Penelope, do you know that the air around a lightning bolt is hotter than the sun? Nope. Do you know that everything has a scientific explanation? Nope. I may not know everything, but I know what I like. Skateboards and high tops, baggy blue jeans, button front shirts, math, science, and getting straight A's. And most of all, a mohawk haircut. Please. And so it just kind of goes on to talk about all the things that Penelope likes and the way Penelope feels and how Penelope knows instinctively that Penelope is a boy. And so it's just a very good story for people, especially who don't understand transgender, who don't understand, just having feelings and thoughts and emotions and just being different. And the thing is that I don't think that we have to necessarily understand. I mean, as a straight female, I don't have to understand. I just have to accept. I just have to love and accept. And so, and that's what I do. And so I love this book, Born Ready. It's by Jody Patterson, written by Jody Patterson, illustrated by Charnel Pinckney Barlow. If you have not checked out Born Ready, that might be a good book for you to check out. One of my favorite picture books, and I've read this before, is My Shadow is Purple. I love that. My Shadow is Purple by Scott Stewart. If you've not read My Shadow is Purple, it's just a shout out to be who you are, to think your thoughts and live your life in a way that is joyful and that makes sense to you. I think sometimes we feel like all these things have to make sense to other people, and honestly, they don't. They don't. Moving from here, though, I want to go into some middle grades books. I remember reading Lillian Duncan for the first time in 2017. And I read this book and I just put it on my whiteboard in my classroom, because even then, you had to be careful about what you were sharing and just a little bit. So Lily was born Timothy, and, this is Lily's story of her being herself. And then Duncan is a boy who's dealing with bipolar disorder. And so they meet up together and how they kind of help each other through a tough time in eighth grade. And I remember putting this on my whiteboard and not thinking anything more about it. Like, I kind of give the class a little spiel about it, but I wasn't teaching it or anything. And a student read this book, and then I found a sticky note that said, this book was for me. Like I feel seen in this book. And it's one of the first times I really started to fall in love with representation and understanding that students needed to feel seen in their books. Another book is Flight of the Puffin by Anne Braden, which is not completely about being transgenders. There's a character, one character in this book where they all kind of the rest of the characters somehow center around this character and this issue. Anne Braden is brilliant. She wrote a really fantastic book, Flight of the Puffin. It was a South Carolina Junior Book nominee last school year. It's just a very well written book, very gentle book. Again, it's not really telling you what to think. It's just presenting the story, and you come away with it the way that you want to come away with it. This last book, though, is a high school book. I would say it's a high school book, a memoir manifesto, All Boys Aren't Blue. And it's such a good story. It's been on a lot of the banned lists, and I think that's how most people know it, but I really hope you just give it a shot and read it. And I'm just going to take a second here because I realize that most of the books that I've talked about have had male characters. And I just want to bring one. Here I go on this bookshelf. Because I didn't feel like I represented everybody. This is Like Other Girls. And I love the tagline. There's more than one way to be like other girls. And this is by Britta London. And it is. It's a story about girls who are just being themselves and liking who they like, and wanting to still be accepted. And I think that's at the heart of Pride Month, just the acceptance, just love and acceptance. And I mean, I think that's something that we all deserve. So, I hope that you read some books. If you want to talk about what you've read, please reach out to me. I love to talk books. I can do this all day. And if you're an educator, or if you work in the educational system, which means that you're a classroom teacher, you're an education support, you're a bus driver, custodian, whatever. We're all working in here together. If you want to make sure that resources for our students are available so that they can have that representation, so that, more students can leave a note that says, I see myself. I feel like, this is me. I'm okay with who I am. If you want to support that feeling in our public schools, I invite you to join the SCEA. We are in early enrollment right now, which means you can join with absolutely no membership investment due right now. And so I just invite you to join the SCEA. We're doing incredible things for our state. We're advocating for all kids. We're advocating for all educators. We want to make public education the absolute best place for our students and for our teachers and for our education support personnel. We want to make sure that the public schools are just thriving and growing and doing all the things that we need them to do. So we invite you into membership. I will be back in a couple of days to give you some Juneteenth resources. So, look for those. But hey, happy Pride. Love everyone. Treat everyone with respect. And let's just make this world a better place. Have a good one.